dive into the world of high-stakes heists where millionaires' luxuries become prime targets.
Two men appeared in court today charged with carrying out Britain's biggest ever jewelry robbery.
Jewelry theft. CCTV footage reveals a breathtaking robbery as thieves rammed a Range Rover into the front of a West London jeweller's shop in Shepherd's Bush last October. The bold heist took place right in front of stunned customers. The trio of crooks hammered their way through glass display cabinets, stuffing jewels into bags and pockets like it was a free-for-all. In a twist of karma, one of the robbers was tackled and held by bystanders before police swooped in. He's now serving a hefty 10-year sentence after pleading guilty to a slew of charges. Theft in a mega mall. At around 3:50 a.m., these guys smashed their way into a shopping center, breaking through a glass panel like it was nothing. Once inside, they hit up a jewelry store, snatching up watches and bling like they were shopping for free. Some of the goods stolen have been recovered, but it's not compared to what they snagged. Not this time. The security cameras recorded a bold thief casually roaming around and testing car doors like he was shopping for a free ride. You'll see him move from vehicle to vehicle, hoping to score an easy target. But the owner did not protect the cars well. BMW hacked. This is the moment thieves use a high-tech gadget to overreach a £25,000 BMW's keyless security system and steal it in less than a minute. Within 20 seconds, they hacked the security system to get into the car, and in another 20, they started the engine. The first thief walks off as the other drives away. $1 million heist. Over a span from 2016 to 2022, a gang of audacious thieves pulled off a series of high-stakes thefts, driving away with nearly $1 million worth of luxury rides from a local dealership. The surveillance footage is straight-up cinematic, where 6 fearless crooks blasted through a glass garage door and ripped the alarm system clean off the wall. In just a few hours, they had snatched an unbelievable 14 high-end vehicles, leaving the dealership in ruins and the cops racing against the clock. BMW's key. 3 men can be seen breaking into a home on Hickory Street, looking for something. At first, it appears that they must be looking for stuff like jewelry or something, but no. They are here for something more expensive. The thieves barged in with one goal and did not care about looking for anything else, and that thing was keys to the homeowner's luxury BMW. 9 luxury cars. 9 thieves broke into a Jaguar Land Rover dealership in Wisconsin and swiped $500,000 worth of luxury cars. The police think this daring crew might be teens from Chicago. The gang made off with 9 cars and led the cops on a wild, high-speed chase. They crashed one of the stolen rides, and the driver got busted. A juvenile thief. A young boy took off after police tried to pull him over. He forgot to put the car in park before making a run for it, and now he's been detained. In this video, we can see a young guy recklessly driving and crashing a BMW into an apartment building. Eventually, the cops had the final life as they nabbed the boy after some sprints. The boy has been detained as a juvenile male, and with clear evidence against him, it's like a game over for him. Top-of-the-line BMW stolen. Surveillance footage captures the audacious suspects smashing through the front door of Adams Auto Group on Independence Boulevard and snatching up 3 high-end BMWs and a Maserati sedan, totaling over $200,000. Switched the stolen cars. In broad daylight, a group of bold thieves recently hit the Helfman River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge dealership in Houston, Texas. The crew showed up in a stolen Cadillac and left with the Cadillac and a white Ram TRX while the dealership was open for business. It all started when 3 people rolled up in a golden Cadillac SRX, which triggered the automated camera system since the plates were flagged as stolen. Despite the alert, the thieves went unnoticed and no one approached them. Security footage shows the Cadillac pulling in and parking. Then, one of the suspects gets out, walks up to the Ram, breaks the rear driver's window, and quickly jumps inside. What's even crazier is that an employee walked by the thief, totally unaware of what was going on. Rolex theft. In security footage from the Sheraton Hotel on Cortlandt Street, the suspects pull up in an old 4-door Lexus GS, get out, and immediately start lashing out at the man. They drag him inside the hotel and end up snatching his Rolex watch and a pretty expensive necklace. Defense system in the mud. The car companies talked a big game about their unbeatable anti-theft systems. Then along came 2 bold thieves in 2022, stirring up a storm and proving all that tech talk was straight-up nonsense. They sent a loud, clear message to car owners that your fancy rides are still open for our business. They showed up with what looked like a TV antenna straight out of the 90s, waving it around like they were searching for the best channel. But instead of tuning in to a rerun, they zeroed in on the BMW's fob signal right from inside the house. In seconds, the car unlocked. A Tesla was sitting right there, begging to be taken for a joyride. But the thieves couldn't care less. I guess Elon Musk isn't topping their shopping list. Thwarted the robber. Check out another robbery attempt, foiled by the anti-theft mechanism. The footage catches a bold car thief in the act. The thief does manage to unlock the car. However, the alarm quickly goes on, leaving him very little time before the car owner can show up. Unfortunately for the thief, the anti-theft does not allow him any space to turn the ignition. Luxury cars vanished. Surveillance video captures a bold heist at a West Suburbs dealership this morning. Thieves smashed through the doors and snatched 3 Mercedes, making off with a hefty haul. Employees are furious, and the dealership's manager reveals it's the second break-in at this location. The crooks, armed with a sledgehammer, grabbed dozens of keys before fleeing. Des Plaines police gave chase, but lost them on the highway. High-end rides. Thieves made off with £700,000 worth of luxury cars in a lightning-fast raid at an industrial unit. Among the stolen vehicles were an £89,800 Porsche 911, a £150,000 Mercedes Maybach, and a few other high-end cars. Snagged a Tesla. Next up is a heist that left many jaws dropped, so hear this. Thieves in the UK snatched a 2019 Tesla worth over £90,000 in under 30 seconds, using a slick keyless hack that's becoming the go-to method for car thieves. The audacious crime happened in the early morning hours, and the owner's Ring camera caught the entire unfortunate incident. To his dismay, the stolen car did not belong to him. His brother loaned it while his own Tesla was in repair. Tesla Sentry mode. It turns out Teslas aren't just reliable for drives, they make great watchdogs too. Take this Tesla, parked at an apartment with Sentry mode on, allowing the owner to use the car's cameras like CCTV. Moments later, a white sedan pulls up near the Tesla and a man steps out. The first camera angle doesn't clearly show when he exits the car and quickly leaves, but the second angle reveals that the man initially tried to steal something from the Tesla. However, he quickly turned back, realizing the car was in Sentry mode. But it doesn't end there. The same man circles the Tesla a couple of times. Eventually, impatience gets the better of him. Unable to resist, he returns and uses a glass breaker to smash the rear window in an attempted smash-and-grab robbery. A psychopath thief. The owner's world was flipped upside down when he discovered his Tesla had been ruthlessly keyed on all 4 panels. Using his Tesla's Sentry mode, the owner reviewed the footage and found a man circling his car. The guy made several trips back to the car. Meanwhile, the owner was so triggered that he reached the parking lot and nabbed the guy with the help of the cops. 5 cars snagged. This heist was epic. Not 1, not 2, not even 3, but a total of 5 luxury rides vanished from a dealership lot. The video footage shows a slick crew casing the joint, marking their targets. One of these shady masterminds, looking like a tech wizard from a spy flick, cracked open the cars using a computer. No keys needed. The stolen set includes 2 Jeep Grand Cherokees, a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, a Dodge Charger, and a Ram TRX truck. Altogether, these bad boys are worth around $500,000. Mercedes E-Class. This has to be the most expensive car on the list. Imagine snagging away a Mercedes E-Class. In this footage, 2 robbers entered a Porsche house where 3 vehicles had been parked. They implied the old-school technique of using an antenna to temper the signal. And there you go. The car was unlocked. One of the robbers drove away with the car, while the other casually walked out of the house as if they had done nothing. When you return before usual. It all kicks off when a couple returns home earlier than expected, only to be blindsided by 2 armed thugs. As they try to fight back, the crooks quickly overpower them. One of the suspects barges into the house, while the other menaces the woman with his gun. In a twist of fate, the woman seizes her chance and tackles the suspect, turning the tables. Despite their struggle, the thieves flee with a gold chain and bracelet. Robbing a dealership. The thieves didn't manage to steal any cars, but they didn't leave empty-handed. They couldn't drive any of the SUVs out of the dealership due to engaged pedals and tires, but they did grab a bunch of keys. Surveillance footage shows them sneaking in through a small opening and targeting the SUVs. When they couldn't drive the vehicles away, they made a quick escape, but not before swiping all the available keys. Now, they've vanished with a collection of luxury car keys. What they plan to do with them is anyone's guess. $1 million robbery. Thieves hit the Bentley Gold Coast dealership and swipe a bunch of pricey watches worth over $1 million. In the surveillance footage, crooks can be seen busting into the dealership and grabbing watches from the display case in under 30 seconds. Yes, you heard it right, but only 30 seconds to swipe it all, while one thief was watching at the door. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and the authorities have pledged that the thieves will be facing serious consequences to send a clear message to other criminals. Theft in the daylight. Next up is the heist from India, and it's one of the boldest in the light. In a bold daylight heist, 2 men on a bike smashed the window of a parked BMW in Bengaluru, India, and made off with 13 lakh Indian rupees in cash. After grabbing the cash inside, they quickly sped off. A savior dog. Security footage from a downtown apartment captures a man breaking into the home through the side door. Inside, he's greeted by a massive Great Dane named Dubai, who unwittingly welcomes him. The homeowner, who is blind, and her son are unaware of the coming danger. And when she encounters the intruder, her scream sends Dubai into action. The loyal pooch springs into protection mode, biting the thief's rear end and then lunging for his head. The desperate burglar flees in fear. Stealing things from the car. The footage shows a man storming in and effortlessly opening the front door. However, the thief either looks in haste or has some less aspiration for the theft, since he did not even attempt to steal the beautiful SUV and only kept himself from stealing things from the car. A cop misunderstood. Next up, this thief messed with the wrong guy, big time. Thinking he was targeting some rich dude flaunting a flashy expensive watch, the thief had no clue he was actually trying to rob an undercover cop. And as you can guess, things went downhill fast. What could have been an easy score turned into a full-on disaster. Real-life GTA. The jewelry heists in Toronto were nothing short of audacious, executed with a nerve and precision that left everyone stunned. Reserving parking spots like they were VIPs and cruising in stolen rides. Their perfect heist almost played out like clockwork, but their arrogance was their undoing. The cops zeroed in on them during a massive investigation. When the raid hit, the crew's escape plan unraveled as they fumbled through their fenced backyard, dropping a treasure trove of evidence like cell phones, a wallet, and even a pair of pants snagged on barbed wire. Smash and grab. Cambridgeshire police have released a video showing 4 men sneaking into a jewelry shop and stealing items worth £100,000. Once the safety glass is broken, the thieves lash at the items in the rack, sweeping it all as if it's put on a Black Friday sale. Thieves are pretty quick in filling their bags with rings and bracelets. The cops have lately been on their hunt, but there has not been any luck. 15 Seconds Robbery 2.0. The video shows 2 brothers stealing a BMW 118D in just 15 seconds from a hotel car park in Birmingham. This BMW was just one of 13 cars they stole in a 20-day spree across the city between January and February last year. They hover around the car, finding the right angle to get into the car, and there they have it. Removing the side glass in the blink of an eye, the 2 brothers unlock the car, and it does not take them a second to start the vehicle without the keys. Easy smash and grab. This might go down as the most straightforward robbery in history. Seems like it was the thief's lucky day. He strolls into the jewelry shop, not a single alarm blaring, no guards in sight, and definitely no cops breathing down his neck. The guy casually walks from one display to the next, removes the glass like he owns the place, and helps himself to the bling. The store owners later reported a major theft, estimating hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses. 3 luxury cars stolen. In this latest incident, thieves made off with an Audi Q8, a BMW X3, and a Mercedes AMG, together worth around $185,000. Scary sight. The security camera captures a robber sneaking into a home, looking for any precious thing to steal. The thief, with the torch in his hands, looks around the entire house, from one cupboard to another, and when he does not find anything convincing in this room, he steers through the hallway exit and looks around other rooms. We are unsure about the worth of the goods he stole, but she indeed fretted the hell out of the owner. Midnight car theft. Here is another jaw-dropping car theft in the dead of night. In this video, witness a thief strike under the cover of darkness, swiftly snatching a parked car with alarming precision. From the sneaky approach to the smooth getaway, the entire daring heist is caught on surveillance, leaving the authorities scratching their heads. Robbing the old pal. Next, we can see two ominous men strolling across the street. They sneak into the building confidently, as if they have been here for years. As they enter the hall, they can be seen grabbing a man and throwing him across the hall like a rolling stone. It turns out that the victim is a 54-year-old male who is being beaten to snatch a super expensive watch and a smartphone from him. Eventually, the thief turns victorious and leaves, fleeing through the back street. Luxury bags. A New Jersey gang made headlines with a heist that has never been heard before, snatching luxury handbags in a lightning-fast robbery. The crew struck with precision, and the gang pulled off their daring caper in just 24 seconds. They swiped 48 high-end handbags from a store in East Hampton Village. One crook distracted the clerk by pretending to ask about a pair of shoes. As the clerk turned away, the rest of the gang swooped in like a pack of wolves and made off with the goods. $2 million heist. A high-end heist was caught on camera, and it's as slick as it gets. The surveillance footage shows thieves breaking into a luxury store at a Miami hotel, rolled up with garbage cans and stuffed them with priceless Hermes handbags. Luxury bags worth tens of thousands of dollars each were tossed into trash cans and carted off like they were yesterday's leftovers. These crooks made off with nearly $2 million worth of exclusive accessories, leaving the police scrambling. Youngest thief. Guess what our next thief's age is? He is barely 10. Yes, the boy in the video is 10 years old and has been seen stealing one of the most sophisticated cars out there, a Range Rover. The boy can be seen casually walking towards the car, and his mastery of effortlessly stealing the cars leaves everyone baffled. He gets inside, with his feet hardly touching the paddles. The footage instantly went viral, with mixed views from society, with some blaming the parents and some blaming the car owners for not adopting safety measures. Well, that's a wrap-up on this video. If you liked our journey together so far, be sure to like, share, and of course, subscribe for more thrilling content like this coming your way. Until next time, goodbye.